Hello everyone, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2024, bringing you the second match of this weekend, elimination match this weekend. Unfortunately, one of these two countries will be leaving the Taiko World Cup 2024 this year. It's either Denmark or Australia, number 32 seed versus number 16 seed. We will see how this is going to pan out in roundabout like half an hour up to an hour. My name is Juice and I'm joined by the lovely N-Wolf. Hello.
Hello. How you feeling about the match?
Gonna be so I'm pretty sure Australia is gonna win. I'm just gonna say that. I'm obviously up for surprises. I am super in for like an underdog story where Denmark is just gonna steamroll Australia in one way or another. But looking at last week's performances, Denmark obviously had the tough call to play against Japan last weekend. So there's not a lot of information that we can pull out of Denmark's plays from last weekend. They didn't perform too terribly. Out of all the low-seeded teams, they actually had really decent scorelines, but they are still up against Australia, who has like powerhouses like Jay on their team. So if they're gonna get some points, it's gonna be an uphill battle, I would say. So yeah, I'm probably rooting for Australia here, but I could see this going to like 5-2 or something like that. That's my guess.
Yep, that's basically my feelings as well. Surprisingly, we're seeing a Hard Rock 2 ban from Australia and not surprisingly, a Hidden 1 ban from Denmark.
Fortunate. Wait, Australia banned Hard Rock 2?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
That's so weird. They're like Denmark is gonna lose Hard Rock 2. I know Australia's probably not gonna. It's not that good at fast Hard Rock, but it's still gonna beat Denmark.
The point of playing is to enjoy this pick. Maybe that's a sentiment both teams share. Maybe they just don't enjoy Hard Rock 2, and they do enjoy No Mod 4, which honestly, yes.
God, oh my god, that's my chance. Because we had a discussion about the true name of this song this week in our internal chat. What is it called on stream?
Wah!
Wah! But it's actually called Astonished Raised Hand, Space Invader, Robot Person Doing Cartwheel, Japanese Goblin Stars, Palms Up Together, Ghost Hands, Blade, Flying Solar, so Grinning by Rich featuring Choco. There you go.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, for those who aren't aware, Eagle, our beloved backbook when it comes to rhythm game music, I guess, has found the true name of that song. And it's just a bunch of emojis. The emoji song again. There you go. And I'm super happy I got it out of my system. I've been waiting to do this all week.
I can understand that. I've been looking that up. I tossed it into TTS yesterday, and obviously it sounds amazing when you put that into TTS.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if anyone would dare do that.
But off we go. Denmark's pick. First pick, No Mod 4. Interesting pick in my opinion. I guess Australia also played No Mod 4 last weekend and performed a bit better than Denmark, but maybe they've done their practice. Maybe all they needed is like a proper gimmick, unlike what we've had last weekend. No front. It was a good map, but this is the time where we get into like proper gimmicks for TWC.
And Denmark has been holding on pretty strongly. It's just their accuracy has been lacking compared to Australia.
You say that, but there's also like 2 misses from Sagani and Lariola.
Oh,
the captain is holding on. Yeah. He win also on a miss of their own, leaving Splurg and Jay. Jay with 99.94, not surprising from the star player of Australia. So great to see. Such a strong scoreline, 99.95% still from Jay, and holding Australia full ahead by almost 200,000 scored with the miss from Lariola. That is certainly going to happen.
But as we said, the point is to have fun.
Yeah.
That is based. We've been finding another miss, but the accuracy obviously is just massively in favor of Australia.
Absolutely. 99 from both James players. If you win, with 98. Not that far behind, and then you have all of Denmark. And Captain misses as well, which means there's no FC remaining for Denmark. And I think we have a double FC from Australia. 100 from Jay. That is nuts.
But didn't play the final slider.
Oh. Unforgivable. So yeah. Pretty solid first point for Australia. Taking a break point right on Denmark's first pick.
Good to see where Australia's going. I'd imagine Fremont would be safe-ish for them.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Denmark doesn't really have the modding capabilities on their side. Australia does. Absolutely.
Well, it's still a mod now. Let's hit two. Luigi. Luigi was banned last match, together with Mario.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, no Mario brothers. Also wins.
What's worse, banning one of the Mario brothers and leaving the other one alive for the match, or banning both?
At least they're in jail together, so banning one is worse.
He's asking for some Luigi hype. Can we get some Luigis?
Luigi.
Australia's. I was just gonna say for the first Luigi of this match. Yeah, for the first pick of Australia in this match. Into. If Denmark were to play this strategically, I would definitely see them picking more into the no-mod side of things. They started out with no-mod 4, and there's still every other no-mod on the table. They're not that much harder than last week. But we'll see if they're going to go for strategy or if they're just going to go for bangers. For now, though, Hidden 2. The green Hidden. This time we sort of have a actual, like, faster type Hidden in this pool. Although 180 BPM is still far from what one would consider fast Hidden.
It's more straightforward at the very least, compared to last week's.
It's something that players like Denmark, who might not have the manpower for something like Hidden 2, might still be able to pull off, but Lariola is not having a good time. Tsukani does find the odd miss here and there, but it's pretty obvious that Denmark was not looking forward to putting Hidden on any of their maps. Or any of their picks, rather.
Understandable. Banning Hidden 1 is a good sign for you not wanting to have Hidden. Jai
Also true at the earlier stages, yeah. Australia still standing strong on 3 SCs, Jay with the SS. The Hungry Turtles, if we win both with high 99s. Almost 500,000 score lead for Australia. If Lariola keeps missing like that.
It's almost a 500,000 score lead already for Australia.
Denmark can't really catch a break. That's kind of rough. Props to Captain though, still FCing with 98%, but that accuracy it doesn't really hold up to what Australia's putting up. I'm wrong, that's not an FC. Captain missed at around 100 combo, but still. They're trying. Yeah. Can't tell me they're not trying. Now I guess all eyes on Australia. How far can they push this scoreline? Still high 99s, no misses to be found. Zippy win with the first miss! And that's my first curse of the weekend. I'm so sorry.
Okay, do not mention, you know who. Also don't look
I'm gonna look away from my screen. I'm gonna focus entirely on Denmark. Lariola still unable to catch a break. Now closing on to 400,000 scoreline in Australia. Finishing this one off with 900,000 scoring, and that is an SS from Jay.
Great performance from Australia.
Perfect score.
That was mean. I would, yes, I would agree.
This map isn't like easy to get an SS on either, with the funny snappings, especially the second half, wave BSV and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Jay is just like a seasoned rhythm gamer, and that's just kind of to be expected. Still, really solid score from Jay, 2-0 for Australia.
They're going with no mod 5, which I think some people would also agree is mean.
Okay, and we were talking about this before the stream. I'm super curious about Nomad 5, and seeing Denmark pick Nomad 5 gets me a little bit excited. Last week's Nomad 5 was pretty challenging, in the sense that it was a very technically challenging type of stream map. But this week we have a more farmable stream map in the Nomad 5 slot. But it tests your stamina a little bit more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jai asks why. Sad emoji.
Shouldn't have signed up for TWC if you didn't want to play.
Could have banned this map instead of Hard Rock 2.
Yeah.
Not.
Any Nomad ban would have probably been a better shot for Australia than Hard Rock 2, but who knows? Who knows what the idea was behind that one. Hungry Turtle Lariola missing right at the start.
Some early misses. The streams haven't even started yet.
Tournament nerves, I would assume. Now, this from Australia goes untraded.
But as has been the case with the past few maps, Australia just has the accuracy lead. So the misses don't matter as much. They don't give them more of a score lead. That's what they're doing. More misses could be catastrophic for Australia, but Lariola misses.
Yeah, the score difference was pretty stagnant up until that point. It's not over for Denmark just yet, but they're gonna have to bank on some big breaks from Australia with the score lines on the Australian side. If you win with a miss, it doesn't tank accuracy that much. One miss, and right back into it.
Interestingly, we do have 2 SCs on the side of Denmark, while only Jai remains for Australia. But Jai's is a double S. So, you know.
Yeah. Break from Australia. Hungry Turtle misses twice. Ooh!
Many misses.
That looks a bit spicy.
Traded by 2 misses from Denmark.
These misses from Hungry Turtle won't matter that much. Even at the end of that stream, that's probably the best time to miss. No note locks, no troubles getting back into the stream, into the map, I mean. But this is the closest scoreline we've seen so far. Denmark is still staying sort of close behind It's only Jay who is like the anomaly here in this lobby.
And we've already seen what can happen if you miss in the stream and can't recover. And if that happens again on Australia's side, this could end well for Denmark.
From Hungry Turtle right into the final stream. Vikani misses, trades it back, stays in the lead for Australia. He finds the 100. Rip PSS.
When finding a miss between streams.
Gotta give it to Australia. These misses, when they happen, are so perfectly timed. It's only at the end of like the super long streams where Australia does find the odd miss here and there. It was looking a bit sketchy with Hungry Turtle at the second PI. But overall, they certainly know when the right time to miss is. Obviously, there's never a right time to miss, but if you gotta miss, do it where it's least painful. And Australia secures a third point, second break point off of Denmark with Jai with just 100.
Honestly, I think it was solely the accuracy on this map that really gave Australia the win. That was
absolutely.
Just looking at miscounts, that could have been so much closer.
Compare the scores. You have like Lariola versus Hungry Turtle, which are comparable. You have like Captain and Zippy win, which would have been very comparable. If Jai Hood wouldn't have like delivered so hard, this would have been arguably a lot closer than it ended up being.
There are still good chances for Denmark to get a point in the normal bracket, I think. Just not this one.
Yeah, I doubt Australia's gonna pick into one of the no mods. They have a lot of better options on the table. The hard work one is a pretty solid and easy pick for them to do. Or any of the free mods, really.
Yeah, and there we have
free mod 2. RAF map, the anti-mod.
I think we've seen Japan get some very sane scores on this earlier today.
I can double check that really quickly. Look, how did Japan perform on this one? We had, 6 mods from Japan and 3.24 million team score. That is ridiculous.
Yep, as said, very sane.
Very sane.
One score being a 1 miss 2 100 and another being a 1 100 10 miss score.
But 1/100, so
1/100.
You still ended up with 1.07 million for some reason. That is ridiculous. But yeah, Australia is probably gonna win this pretty handily based off mods alone. Get Tsubasa coming in for Australia. Denmark is keeping their lineup.
Mod so free, we don't pick any. That is indeed a rule change for this year. You don't have to play with mods on free mod.
So it is actually a true free mod then.
It is truly free mod.
Huh. Yeah, don't blame you there, Denmark. It's hard. Free mod 2 is not easy.
And honestly, I think it looks deceptively tame when you look at it without mods. We've got a great comparison here. Yep. The left side, as you can see, doesn't have mods of an no fail, and the right side is fully in the hidden hard rock camp. So if you want
Why
to
you
see
got
what
the-
the map looks like, look on the left side.
Why you gotta kick them when they're down, Australia? That's mean.
That is what
So-
Denmark said for their first pick.
So what's that? That's a 360,000 score advantage based off of mods alone? If my math is correct.
Yep.
Oh my god. Well, we're already seeing it. We're already seeing it. Despite the accuracy drops from Hungry Turtle. There's already a 60,000 score lead for Australia. It didn't have to go so hard, Australia. That's...
They were just wondering if they could. They didn't ask themselves if they should.
Denmark, on the other side, are just happy to play an inner Oni that is a bit higher in terms of difficulty.
And honestly, Tsubasa Hungry Turtle scores are in line or even behind Denmark's scores. It's once again Jai's hidden hard rock that is really pushing it ahead.
You're right. Oh my god. I just now noticed. if it weren't for Jai, this match would be a lot closer.
Indeed. But that is the reason why Australia is seed 16. It is because they do have Jai.
Yeah.
It's performances just like this one.
It gets you kind of curious how far Australia is going to make it in this tournament. You can't just bank on one player delivering absolutely everything for your team. And I know that Mango in his stream with Janitore put Australia in like top 12. Curious to see how that's gonna pan out as we go deeper into TWC this year. But there you go, FC from Tsukani, 4-100 from Jai. What on earth? Why?
He didn't have to do that. But as the weeks go on, I think single player carries can become more possible.
In the lower bracket, yeah, definitely. Yeah. In the upper bracket, no chance.
No, definitely not.
Yes, you're not gonna survive off of just one player's performance. And now onto what could be a final pick for Denmark. Make it or break it. It's gonna be, I'm assuming it's gonna be one of the Nomads. Nomad 1, yeah, that's what I would have chosen if I was in their shoes. We get a Simply map and a custom song as well for this year's TWC, Aquavite by Petar.
This map is funny. It's
very funny.
It's very much not the kind of Nomad 1 we've gotten accustomed to. There's quite a bit of well, sorta speed sections, sorta tech sections going on, and everyone's favorite finishers.
Oh yeah, the Simply special. We're eating good with Nomad 1 this weekend. If you have already eaten, and you still got some money left over, be reminded, there are banners you can buy for this year's TWC for your favorite team. We are getting to the point where countries are being eliminated, so get your banners now to support your favorite team before they're out. Just so you get the bragging rights. Forget about that. They're only $2.50. What are you waiting for? Just get yourself one of them. Have you gotten yourself a banner yet?
No, but I thought about it. I'm very good at
You
thinking
should.
about stuff I want to get. Have you gotten a banner?
I have. I am a proud supporter of Team Turkey this year.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Our
Big fan,
13th
big Turkey fan. Yeah. Super excited how Turkey's gonna fare in this year's WC, but this is not what we're concerned about. We are concerned with Denmark versus Australia. What could be the final pick of this match? No mod 1.
And there's an early lead for Denmark at the moment, with Zippy wins and Hungry Turtle's accuracy being a bit behind at 97%.
Now, No Mod 1 is definitely still a force to be reckoned with. And it also happens to be one of the harder maps usually in pools like these. Just because you're testing so many things at once. Lariola with the first miss. Hungry Turtle trade, so Denmark will stay in the lead. Captain! Will there be a trade from Australia? Yep, Zippy win misses! That is Jai versus Takani.
Hungry Turtle misses again! Heading to the pseudo speed section. Okay, no, it's the speed section. Okay, the last full combo on Denmark's side is gone.
But the accuracies favor Denmark right now. Hungry Turtle is sitting on a 96, Zippy on a 97. And Denmark is well above that. Sikani misses though. You cannot miss that many more times if you're Denmark right now.
Yeah, the score lead is going to vanish very soon as we have notes again.
Got any more notes? 2? None? No more notes? Ah, we still have some.
We still have some. We also have some very spicy notes incoming this KI section.
Hold your breath now, Denmark. Score is flickering over to Australia.
It's so close!
It's so close! It's unbelievable what Denmark is pulling off here. And
Lariola
one win could swing this back around for Australia. Denmark, my bad. Oh, Tsukani! On the finishers! That hurts! There's so little map left here for Denmark to pull this back around. Oh, we were all believers for a couple minutes.
So close to hashtag not a sweep. But unfortunately, Jai gets a 1 miss score. Missing like a couple other players in the lobby on the funny finishers.
That's just insult to injury, Jai. My god. No 100s, 1 miss. But still, a valiant effort from Denmark. 1 miss from Captain, 3 from Lariola. Overall, I would say winner of our hearts on this No Mod 1. But based on score v2, which is in the rules, Australia will their 5th pick. Their 5th map, my bad. And they will secure themselves the victory. And they will stay in the losers bracket. We are saying goodbye to Denmark. Congrats on qualifying and playing for this year. You'll get another shot next year, I'm pretty sure of it. But for now, we're going to stick around with Australia. GG. Well played. And curious to see where this performance is going to land them in the upcoming weeks of
They are going
TWC.
to face the loser between China and Malaysia.
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting match. I'm pretty sure.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, Australia had it easy with Denmark now. Next week, not so much. China and Malaysia are well within their within like the skill range of Australia overall. They really got to pull themselves together next week if they want to stay. If they want to get that top 12 finish that Mango predicted.
And then we'll have to fight a few more teams
Oh,
after
yeah.
that.
But yeah, that's it for this match. You can see we're just getting started with the round of 16 weekend. Next up, at 14 UTC, which is in 2.5 hours, we're continuing with Brazil versus Finland. Brazil, if I recall, 5th seed. Finland, somewhere in like the top 16.
12.
12. Oh, I was almost right. I was thinking 13. Super excited how this is gonna go because I think of Finland as like a big underdog in this tournament. And I'm sure they put it into practice. I'm certainly looking forward to watching that one live. I'm not going to be commentating that one. We're going to have some other casters on that one, of course. But yeah, that's it from us. I hope you all enjoyed this quick match in the round of 16. Denmark versus Australia. Once again, GG well played to both teams. And that's been it from us. We've been Juice and Wolf, and we will see you again 2.5 hours back for the TWC 2024 round of 16.